Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true.
So this was probably 9 or 10 years ago. My children were young. Our family, my wife and our two kids, went into the foothills of California in the Sierra Nevadas, and we stayed at a essentially like an inn. And it was two queen beds. My daughter was probably 2 or 3 years old. She was in one bed with me. My son was in the other bed with my wife, and we went to bed. We were visiting family, but we needed to stay in this inn, and we went to bed. And in the middle of the night, something woke me up. And I looked down. Toward my feet was this kind of a closet, and to this side was the bathroom, and the door to the room was over there. So we were kind of on along the wall right here with to the outside with a window. Anyway, at the foot of the bed, I saw coming out of the closet a figure. And this was not a well-defined figure coming out of the closet. And I was absolutely terrified. I was frozen with fear as it came toward me. It looked to be maybe a woman in some kind of white dress. I couldn't clearly see her face, but it definitely gave me absolute terror. And I've had other experiences that were not frightening. This one was absolutely terrifying, and I couldn't move. I was frozen with fear. And she walked toward us, and she walked up to the side of the bed where my daughter was. And I saw her kind of stand there for a moment, looking at my daughter, not paying any attention to me. And then, just like that, after I don't know how many seconds, she went back and faded into the closet again. That's not the end of the story. So the next day, I told my wife about what happened. And this was without the kids around us at that moment. And I told her what had happened. And she said, "Oh, that's interesting. This building used to be a tuberculosis ward in a sanitarium in like the late 19th and early 20th centuries." I apparently was not surprised to hear that in light of what had just happened. But it gets even weirder yet. So hang on till the end here. Give me your comments. Let me know if you like this, because I'll share more stories. I have more. And this one was just 9 or 10 years ago. So then we had to drive home later that day. And, my daughter's in the back seat in a car seat. Can't remember if my son was in a car seat or not still at that point. But as we were driving home, my daughter said, "I didn't like that woman in the room. She kept pulling on my sock. I didn't like her. She was mean." It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. My daughter, my little daughter, without any input from me or my wife, said that out loud in the car on the drive home. I was terrified. And I don't ever want to go back to that place because I don't want to experience that again. What do you think? Let me know down below. If you like the story, share it. And if you give enough positive feedback, I'll share the next one.